Record.
Woo!
Hi, everybody. I'm Alex, and this is Patty from Will and Grace. I'm sorry we had you on mute for a few minutes. We were just collecting our thoughts and getting all ready, but thank you for joining us again. Was anyone here on Saturday? Just wave into the...
I was.
Yeah, I was too.
Yeah.
So on Saturday, we went through all of our kits, and we have 12 very popular kits, and we went through all of those. So we have a link to the YouTube that you can check and see those kits if you'd like to.
Right.
And Patty's going to put it on Facebook today too, so that you
Yes.
can look at it.
Yes, and they're also up on the website and easy to find because there's a tab at the very top, and you just click on kits, and it'll take you to just the wool walk kits. So
Which
anyway,
is great, and
yeah.
all kits are on sale. All yarn in the store is 20% off.
Yeah.
Yay!
So exciting! Stock up time.
Yes, and our store hours are Tuesday to Saturday, 10 to 5:30, and then Sundays 12 to 4, and we're just closed on Monday. But Patty and I are here today because, you know, why the heck not? We wanted to spend our afternoon with all of you.
Yeah.
So just a few things. For those of you who are watching us live, we have a document camera where we're going to put some items, and you can double click on the document camera and see it. Unfortunately, once we go on YouTube, you will not see the document camera, so we will make sure we keep holding up the items, because that was some feedback we got before that people were missing out on all the fun, and we don't want you to miss out on the fun. So we will make sure we do that. The other thing is, don't forget when you come in that we have prizes, so make sure you write in your name so you get the prizes. We have a great grand prize, which is material for an Afghan, so you're really going to want to do a lapgan.
Lapgan, they call it. It's beautiful colors from Cascade. Thank you, Cascade. And then we have daily prizes as well, so you just need one ticket, and it goes in
for everything.
In both. Yeah, it goes in everything. So
yeah. All right. So everybody, ladies, I said ladies before, and I had someone say to me, well, there was a gentleman watching. I'm like, okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start with our Shibui trunk show. Now, we absolutely love Shibui and Will and Grace, and what's so nice about it, first of all, their patterns are fabulous, and they're very clearly written, but also what we like about them is that many of their patterns combine their yarns. So if you look in the document camera, you'll see that we have some of the different yarns listed or shown, and what's really great about it is it changes the texture. So if you do something with Silk Cloud, which is mohair, and you add it to something that's cashmere or something else, it gives it such a nice texture.
Right. A lot of the new patterns have Haven, which is their brand new yarn, which is 80% merino, 20% cashmere. So soft. I wish you could feel it. And then they add, a lot of them add the Silk Cloud. You can add it in the same color or a contrasting color. And then the same thing with a lot of the patterns in the trunk show are using Nest, which is also a pretty new yarn. Yes. And then you can use the Silk Cloud and combine that as well.
Right.
So,
and what's nice too is mohair is very crazy. Right now, everyone's crazy for mohair. And if you look at all the top designers, they all have something with mohair. Silk Cloud is one of the nicest mohairs you can use. So it's gorgeous. So you can add this with anything. It doesn't have to just be Shibui. I've added it with TML, with Ba, you can add it to other things. So this is a great little yarn here. So we have all of them listed. Let's just show these two. So the Haven is what Patty had, and then here's the Sema, which is another yarn, which is, I'm just looking at here, it's a lace weight, and that's usually combined with something. The Pebble is another nice one. So we have a lot of great yarns, and Shibui is sometimes overlooked, but it's a fabulous yarn. So now we're going to show you the trunk show. So Patty is going to model what she can, and because she's our very fine model. And the first one is going to be the Barton. And the Barton is made, I'm just looking here, this is with Echo and Nest.
Right, yes.
Yeah, so it's with Echo and Nest, and what's really nice about this is, as I said before, Shibui likes to add multiple yarns together in order to create these really soft textures. So this one they say is a skill level for experience because it's
nice.
a top down. Let me just see. It works seamlessly. So you actually start at the top.
Yeah, you're making the shoulders.
Yes.
It's interesting construction. If you are an experienced knitter, it's an awesome pattern because the shoulder, what do they call this?
Saddle.
A saddle. That's it. Here's the saddle right here. So anyway, so it's kind of cool construction if you're somebody that, you know, wants to have a new style of construction. It's awesome. And this uses Nest and Echo. Nest is this yarn here. They're one of their new yarns. This color is Pollen. Very popular. We've already sold out in Pollen.
Oh, really?
It's a cool color. I like Pollen. Yeah. So
and
anyway,
Echo is, I think, a fingering weight, so you'd have to pair it with a fingering.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah.
So this one is called Barton. Oh, I don't mean sorry, little model. So this one is Barton. So if you like Barton, please come in and see that one. So, and you can see it again here. I mean, it's so great with this turtleneck,
yeah,
the cowl neck.
The cowl neck is like double. I mean, you must knit it up and then,
yes,
and
it's like a tube.
Over. So that's very nice, very sturdy, very wonderful. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. So the next one, this one is really fun. This is called the long cardigan. It's called Clark. And it's a long cardigan. And I'm just trying to see if it's bottom up or yes, it's worked bottom up. It has, there she is, she's floating. It has a rib on the bottom and then it has this really cool lateral braid and then you pick up stitches from there. So they call it an intermediate level.
I like the braid.
But the braid is really pretty. Yeah, and you see the braid on the, you see it on the arms too. And this is made of Nest, just Nest.
Just Nest, yep.
Yes, and Nest is, I'm trying to see if it's a DK weight. I think it's a DK weight.
Yep.
And they are doing excuse me for looking at the pattern, but we just want to make sure we have all the details for you.
Size 6
on the
needle.
6. Yep.
Yeah, beautiful. So gorgeous. This I think you get a lot of use out of. This could be perfect for this time of year, maybe into November.
Yes,
you know, just as
it's
your
like a jacket. Yeah.
And then of course in the winter it'd be great.
Well, and if you look at Nest, you'll see that it has a little bit of, I don't know if you can see it that well, but it has a little bit of interest. And so especially you can see it on this one, it almost has a variegation to it. And it's cool. I know they did something with the ply of how they wrapped it around with the nylon. So it has
the cage and then
the cage.
Then they've kind of wrapped it into the cage, which I think knits up beautifully. Of course, you can't see the cage at all. It just has a little bit of black in it. So,
yeah, but it gives it just a little bit of marling.
Right. It's awesome.
Yeah. So that's another one in our trunk show. So this will be here for another week, Patty. How long is the trunk show? Okay.
At least.
Okay. So we have that one now. Oh, very fun. So now we have the Ruana, and this one is called
Alex,
Dunham.
What's a Ruana?
A Ruana, well, that's a good question. It's a very large wrap, but what you'll see is that it's not a rectangle. It has a front and a side. So it has a split, so you can have your front right and your front left. So it's very versatile. And as you can see, our fine model is twisting it around. There you go. So darn cute.
So nice.
And that is perfect for a fall evening because
the construction really helps it hang on to your shoulders because it's like a rectangle with kind of two right
splits,
and a left that you can wrap around. So
yeah, and this one is Nest and Silk Cloud. So beautiful. That's the two of them together.
Beautiful.
So that's a beautiful one. You'll need quite a lot of it, but it will keep you warm. And I think it's only one size.
I think so.
And it's considered easy. So don't be concerned about the split part because that's easy because you'll just work one side and then the other front. So
super easy.
Yes. All right. Super fun. After our Dunham,
okay.
Now we're going to another wrap. This one is not a Ruana. This one is just a regular rectangular wrap called the, how do you say, Mistral. Okay, so this one is also made with Nest. Nest seems to be one of their new yarns and very popular and so soft. And just to reiterate, it's made out of wool and alpaca. So it has that really soft, ooh, look how nice that looks on Patty.
So this one has the pockets.
Yes, so that's what's different about this one as opposed to the Dunham. This one,
sorry. Okay, sorry. Okay, got it on right now.
All right, this one has pockets.
Yes, here's the pockets.
Yeah. And so that makes it a little more unusual and very fun. So it's a big rectangular square with pockets.
Love the pockets.
And could you do it without the pockets? Of course you could do it without the pockets, but I think the pockets is what makes it cool and different.
Very fun.
Yes. Okay. So that was with the nest. And again, that one's called Mistral. I don't know. I'm saying it wrong. So next we're going to do post. So please excuse us. We have so much stuff. If you could see the other side of the store, you would see we have everything packed up. So it's just take us a little minute to do our fashion show over here. So this one is also made with nest. This is called post.
Here I am.
Yeah. And it's a very popular, we have several knitters doing this one because it's kind of like a sweater, kind of like a poncho. It's called a popover, but it really is cool.
Yeah, I think you just make the front and the back and you sew it together. Is that right?
Yes, exactly. You do the front and the back,
and
you sew it together.
And then you pick up for the collar?
Yep.
Okay. And then you pick up for the collar.
Yeah.
So that's fun. I like this one. It's, again, perfect for this time of year.
Perfect.
You know, just
and it's just nest. Yep.
Yep, just nest. What size needle is it on?
This is on a 6.
Yeah, perfect.
So most of the nests are on a 5 or a 6 because it's a DK weight.
Right. Lovely.
So, okay. So on to the next one, which is, the column.
Oh, I love column.
Now, Patty made this one, loves this one. This one is made with Dune and Seema.
And what I loved to make about this was, it's hard to see. If you have the document camera, I can show you the little, this is like a little cable here. And this goes all the way through the sweater. These little teeny tiny cables.
Oh,
it's
they're
very
gorgeous.
Interesting construction. And this
it's called a rickrack stitch.
A rickrack stitch. Okay, I'm going to hold this under the document camera too. It has a little bell sleeve. I didn't do as big of a bell sleeve. Mine is kind of more normal, but you can do the bell sleeve. But anyway, this is awesome. This is a great sweater.
Yes.
Called column.
Called column. And the reason why we're showing you all of these fabulous things is sometimes we don't realize all of these wonderful sweaters from Shibui and these great patterns, and especially the ones that like the Ruana and the big wrap, they're perfect for this time of year. If you're at a soccer game with your kids, and especially the one with the pockets, so you can put your hands in your pockets as you're running around.
Yes, exactly.
Now we have the Cindy. Now this one I really like.
This one is so beautiful.
This is nest and mohair and 3 different colors of mohair. So you have one color of nest. So this is a more neutral. And then when you do each section of the mohair of the silk cloud, it gives that gradient look.
Beautiful.
And I bet you it's very warm and toasty.
The Farmer's Almanac said bad winter this year, a lot of snow and cold. So anyway, So
wear your Ruana and wear your Cindy, and you're going to be nice and warm.
I think this is a free pattern. So if you buy all the stuff, it's a free pattern. So
yes.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So ladies, that's all of Shibui. Let me just check in the chat. Did anyone have any Shibui questions before we move on to our next exciting yarn? No? Okay. So, we forgot 2 things, Patty.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. How did we do this? Sorry, back to Shibui. We have a couple more wraps to show you. So this one is called Spectrum. This one has been hugely popular in the store. You do it with Pebble and Silk Cloud. Also, I think it was written for something else too. Reed.
Okay.
So anyway, but we like to do it with Pebble. And what's really cool about it is it has this striping, and then with the Silk Cloud, you do 2 rows of it, and it gives this almost translucent look.
Right.
And we know many brides who've actually had them so that if, for during the cocktail hour, they can wear it. Brides' mothers with the different colors. There's some gorgeous colors. There's an ivory, kind of a tan, all kinds of colors.
Yeah.
But this is really a great one. This is a good, easy project.
The stripes change size, so it gives a little more interest. So
yeah,
this one was fun.
Yeah, so it would have 20, then 10. So it's a nice, fun project.
Yep.
This is another great one.
Oh yeah, we love this one. This is a great one.
This is called Traverse. And let me double check. Traverse is made with reed. Which is their linen, right? Mm-hmm. And this one is really fun with the different colors.
Yeah, awesome. Great kind of summer scarf almost.
I would say
a
summer.
three-season scarf. It's
Yeah.
light, but you know, like if we ever travel again on the plane,
If you go to London.
Yeah, when we're in London.
When
yes,
you go to
even
London.
in London in the summer. In the summer in London. This is good for that. Yeah.
Yeah,
'cause
so
it's
if we ever
freezing
get
there.
to London again, there you
Yeah,
go.
right. I mean, and also when you're on the plane, you'd be nice and warm on the way to London. So anyway,
Yes. And then this was a sweater
Oh, I
that
love the
Patty
sweater.
loves.
I love the sweater.
This is called the Vista.
Yes.
And this one is also, let me double check. This is Pebble and Seema.
Yeah.
So again, you'll notice that most of Shibui is multiple yarns.
Two color. I don't know if you can see it. Asymmetrical kind of there. It looks great. I had it on a little while ago. Great over jeans. I have jeans on today.
Just a little warm.
I was a little too warm.
We're running around too much to wear that. So,
Yes.
and then this last one was another one that we also had, which is called the Tweed Silk Wrap. Let's hold it the right way. And you'll see that Silk Cloud also comes in a tweed.
Yeah.
So it has some speckles in it. So this was a wrap that a lot of people have liked that have the different, you know, different colors with the Silk Cloud tweed.
Yeah, this one's great. This one's super easy.
Yes, another
TV
beginner
knitting.
project.
You can knit this on the plane on the way to London. There you go.
Nice.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
while watching a movie or while watching the British Baking Championship.
Oh yeah, this one.
That's this one. That's what I like to do. This one. Okay, so we leave Shibui and now we go on to a jet plane to Loopy Mango.
Loopy Mango.
Yes. So let's put some of those. We're gonna put some yarns.
Yep.
And
Yep.
you know what? I'll have you that so I
Yep.
don't go into the camera.
Okay.
So to start with, Loopy Mango has the Merino number 5. And that is their super bulky, which is a fabulous one. And it comes in different colors. We have it in their new Blue Lagoon.
Yeah, they just came out with those tweed colors, which is awesome.
And they also have, so also on the bulky is the Big Cotton. So the Big Cotton is another of the yarns that both of these are knit in 15, 17s, or 19s. You can do blankets in both. We'll show you some examples. And then, because those were so successful, then they did some worsted weights. So we have the Dream, which is the worsted weight merino. So it's like the Merino number 5, but it's just a worsted weight. But in many of their patterns, you also use this in a 13 or a 15.
True.
And then they also have Summer, which is their new cotton. So they have, we really love, I mean, really we're loopy for loopy, which I know sounds silly, but people just come in and they just can't get enough of it, especially the young girls. They love it. Everybody loves it.
Yes.
So we're going to show you some of the examples. Now, one of them is, and I'll have Pat, maybe
Yep.
Patty can model it.
Yep.
This is the Rhinebeck cardigan. So for those of you know who, there was, I don't know if they're having, Rhinebeck every year has a big sheep and wool festival, and Loopy Mango made this in honor of the Rhinebeck festival. So this is made out of the merino worsted. We have many beginners who have done this project. Yeah. It's fun, pull it over something, very easy.
Big
it has
needles.
a little ribbing. Yeah, you have to do the back and the 2 fronts, and then you add your sleeves, but it really is a great.
They also have the pullover, the Rhinebeck pullover, which is, we don't have a sample of, but that's awesome.
No,
yeah.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
So I just see a question. Hold on 1 second. We don't want to miss a question. Looks light. Oh,
it is
yes.
light. It actually it is light. And you can add, I didn't add it, but you can add a button ribbing. I didn't add it, but you can. And then you can have buttons on it as well.
Yes, so you can add the button band, but we found that the sweater is so generous without the button band that you don't really need it.
Right.
And it has a nice finished edge, but you could put one of those nice shawl pins if you wanted to. So the Rhinebeck cardigan is an awesome choice for Loopy Mango.
Definitely.
And moving on, now we're going to go loopy for our hats. Patty and I are each going to have to put a hat on. So their hats, we'll show this in the document camera and then I'll hold it up. This one is done, this is a 2-tone beanie, and this is done in the merino worsted. So the thinner with 2 different colors held together. Right. They have an adult size and a child size. This is adorable. Now it doesn't go with my sweater, but this thing is so adorable. And I made a couple for friends, and it's just, it's easy to do. Again, it's another easy project, but it looks like you're really fancy because you are holding 2 together. So again, it's the Loopy Merino worsted, and there's a child size and an adult size. So that's one of the hats. Now another hat, this is done with this one, the Merino number 5.
Excuse me.
And this is the Her Beanie. Now you can do the Her Beanie in any of the Merino #5s, which is they're super bulky. I did this hat. It's one of our kits, and I did this hat in about an hour. So you just watch a good football game or a terrible football game if you're a Jets fan like I am, and you can knit it very, very quickly. But this is a great hat. Our pom-poms are 50% off.
Yes.
So it's a perfect time to get it. And this is a quick one. This is with Merino #5, the Her Beanie. And now this is also with Merino #5, and this is the first hat. So if you don't want a rib like this one, and you want something a little simpler, I know someone who literally their first project was this. So you cast on 32 stitches, you go to the end, and you just loop it through. That's it. Yes. Yeah. So again, Loopy Mango's projects are a lot of beginner projects, which are awesome.
Yes.
So let's keep going.
Okay.
And I see another question. So let me just double check while Patty is holding up the big bird sweater. Oh yes, the Rhinebeck sweater. Good. I'm glad everybody. Oh, which yarn? The Rhinebeck yarn is also the merino, which is called the Dream now.
They changed the name.
Yes, so it's called the Dream. So that's the merino worsted is the Dream, which is what the Rhinebeck sweater was done, and this hat also. Okay.
Yep. Okay, this is an awesome sweater.
Yes, this is called the Her sweater. This is a very popular first sweater. It's you work the front, you work the back, and then you add on the sleeves. It has a cute little crew neck. It is, I like to call this the big bird sweater because I love the color. Loopy Mango has the most awesome sweaters and colors.
They actually stopped making the yellow, and then everyone said, no, bring it back, bring it back. So now they're making the yellow again because it's very popular. It's awesome. It's awesome color.
And this is a sweater that a lot of people like to make. And again, there's a front, a back, and there's a rib on the end. It's cropped, but with any sweater, you can make it longer if you want.
Sure,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So that's a great one of their projects.
Yep, definitely.
All right, we're moving on.
There is another question.
Oh, another question. Boy, everyone has lots to ask us. Hold on,
Can you
ladies.
make the baby hat with, you see it?
Can you make a baby hat with the wool that you showed? Yes, you can with the child pattern, but it is hand wash. So that's the only thing that's important to note. So yes, you absolutely can, especially with the child size.
Yeah.
I find the child size and the baby size is almost, I mean, I had someone make it for a baby and it was very similar.
Yeah, right.
So yes, but yes, you certainly can, but it's, if they, you know what babies do. So.
Right.
All right. So this one is the long vest. And this one, there's also a vest that has pockets. This one doesn't. This one is interesting construction because you work up and then you work one front and then you work the other front. And then you can add a button band if you want. And then you can have like the Flintstone bone buttons and
so fun
on it. But that is, again, a really popular one that a lot of people.
Long vest?
I think that's the long vest.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is made out of the big cotton.
Yes. So the big cotton is this one.
Big cotton, long vest.
Yes.
Yeah. It's awesome.
So that's a great one. And moving on. Now this one, I just wanted to show you, this is just an infinity scarf. What we kind of adapted this from their pattern. This is made from merino #5, which is the big stuff. And all you do is you take 2 skeins and you cast on 14 stitches, you knit every row, and then you seam it at the end.
That's a really good.
But this, I mean, this and the hipster are the 2 things that I wear all winter. I love this because it's so warm and cozy. Then I wear my little matching hat and life is good. So, again, this is the Her scarf, and we just seam it at the end.
Yay.
So you need 2 skeins of merino #5 for that. Now this is the Alex cotton blanket.
This is, yes.
Alex usually Patty covers me when I say
it. Yes.
So this one is big cotton. Yes, it's pretty big.
It's this tall.
Yes, and literally you knit, you cast on 60 stitches, you knit every row. And that's it. It's a great, easy project. You could make it smaller and make a baby blanket.
Yep,
Loopy Mango has a baby cotton blanket that's seed stitch. I thought this was a little easier because if you want to whip out something quickly, again, it is hand wash, but it is a great blanket. And people really love making this for their college kids.
Yes, they have some great colors too. Really nice in the big cotton.
And this is my favorite blanket.
This is wonderful.
This one is my first cabled blanket. This is by Loopy Mango. Again, the merino number 5, which is the bigger yarn. It was on a size 19. And what's great about it is it just has the garter on the edges and on the top. And then every 3 or 4 rows, you do a cable.
Right. Easy
And
cable.
it's very easy. So if you've never done a cabled blanket before, this is the one.
Don't worry.
Don't worry. I had someone call me last night and say, Alex, I loved that blanket that I saw on Zoom. She says, I want to make one for every college daughter. So she has 3 daughters in college.
Nice.
So they are very lucky because this is not a cheap blanket. But this is the time to get it because it's 20% off.
Yeah, so cozy.
So,
Yes.
yeah, so that's that one. Let me check to see if we have any more questions.
We have to show this.
And we have to show Big Loop.
And then
Can you make a baby hat? Yes. Okay, we got all those. All right.
okay. This is so fun. I'm gonna hold it up so you can see how big it is. It's so fun. I love this stuff. Yes. Yes.
So this one is
backwards.
Big Loop.
Big Loop.
And we didn't bring the blanket over, but
Yeah.
you actually, if you just use one, you
Can
have
you
a
see it?
thinner
How big it
blanket,
is.
and
I'll
then
go grab
you
it.
use a 50, a 50, and if you use 2, then you can make a super wide blanket. Now they are 198 a piece, but it is so awesome, and you would be surprised how many people run in and get these because it's such an easy blanket.
It's so fast too.
And
Luckily I got my
yes, here Patty was running. Thank goodness she has her sneakers on today.
So this is the Nantucket Throw. This is made with one of them. So one of these makes this on the size 50. I think there's like 18 stitches.
Yes.
And then you go. Yeah.
And I mean,
It's
and
fun.
this is,
So much texture.
Yes.
So fun at the end of a bed.
and look
or-
how big that is. I
Yeah.
mean, it is, you
Yeah.
know, you're getting a lot for your money,
Yep.
and it's great. And I like this one. I think this one's oatmeal, and this one has
Yeah.
some texture
Yeah.
to it.
So that's awesome.
All right,
So
so we're gonna throw Big Loop over. Now on to, let's see. Oh, let's do Brooklyn Tweed now, Miss Patty.
Ooh, love looking tweed. Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna just go over here, try not to go in the camera, and I'll get our stuff. And then there's one more over there if you want to get that one,
We
Patty.
really need an assistant, I believe.
Yes, I think next time we'll have to get a 3rd assistant because, you know, now Patty and I certainly think we're ready for QVC.
Definitely.
So, you know,
Definitely,
all we
without a
need
doubt.
are helpers. So, Brooklyn Tweed. So we just took you on the train to Loopy Mango, and now let's see. Most of these yarns are made, I think, in Wyoming. So let's go to Wyoming with Brooklyn Tweed. Now I have right underneath the document camera many of their options. So Quarry is their chunky, and they have some fabulous colors in that. Shelter is their worsted weight, which has some fabulous colors. I'm very into this green these days, so that color is happening for me. And then they have Arbor, which is what I'm wearing right now, and I'll talk more about this in a minute. But this sweater is made from Arbor, which is their DK weight. And then, oh, I didn't grab a Loft. They have Peary, which is which to me feels very similar to Arbor and the same color, but this is their fingering weight. They also have, they have a Dappled. I forgot about that, which is a DK. And then their Loft, which is very similar to, so the Loft, the Shelter, and the Quarry all are like the Highland merino wool. And then these other ones are like Arbor. It's which kind of wool?
It's merino.
It's merino.
It's merino.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So ladies, on to now some of our projects. So I'm going to start with what I'm wearing. This is one of my all-time favorite sweaters. I just finished it. I don't know if I really want to stand up and show you all of me, but there you go. It's called, we think it's called Celios.
How do you spell it?
It's C-E-L, I can't spell it now.
S-I-S?
Yes,
Celos?
yes.
I don't know how you, yeah.
So
Gorgeous.
anyway, it's
Gorgeous.
Jennifer Steingass. I absolutely love this sweater. And I don't know if you can see, but even in the back, it has these beautiful panels.
Goes all the way around.
And it's gorgeous. It's top-down construction. I did the short sleeves, which I'm going to rip out tonight. because I want to make long sleeves because I want to wear this thing all the time.
You do the increases inside?
So you actually do the increases as soon as you start it. So you do a little roll neck, and then you actually do 70 increases.
Okay.
But you're doing the inverse left increase, so it's a little, it's not as noticeable. And then each one of these is a 10 stitch repeat.
Nice.
So it really is a beautiful, beautiful sweater, and I love it. And if you haven't done color work in a while, this is a great one to do. And you start with 5 stitches in the color work, and then it moves up. So you can do your floats, and they say, now I can't show you mine, but they say that the inside's supposed to be as pretty as the outside.
Okay.
So I don't think that's true with mine, but you never know. So this is a Jennifer Steingass pattern, and it's a great one. So, and this is an arbor and a DK and super comfy. So this is one to consider. I also wanted to show you the Harlow hat. This is a hat I did during COVID. And
beautiful. I don't think you can see how pretty it is, but it's gorgeous.
So
on the camera.
This is
brioche?
Maybe, yes, this is brioche.
There you go. There you go.
If you see it on the document camera, oh, see, now my hair is all crazy.
Look
But it is gorgeous. It's reversible.
So
it's an Andrea Mowry pattern.
What's it called again?
And it's called Harlow.
Harlow.
And it's two different contrasting colors of the loft is what I used.
Beautiful.
And I really like loft for brioche because it's a little sticky, and I always find brioche is a little tricky to take out. So if you have something like this, it's awesome.
Nice.
And it really is beautiful. She had done a knit along with that for a weekend. I know Margot had done that.
Nice. So beautiful.
So that's a good one. Let's just hold it up here too. So in case people, can everyone see it if I show it close to the camera here?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, the next one is the Weekender.
Oh, yay. We were missing Weekender.
We were.
Yes.
So the Weekender, I made that one too. This one I made in Shelter.
Nice.
This is Andrea Mowry. If you don't know, I have a little crush on Andrea Mowry because I think she's amazing. And she also just came out with a Weekender Light.
Yes.
Both patterns actually start with you working the hem. So see, I have a little boo-boo on mine.
A little boo-boo.
A little boo-boo. They both start with the hems. You do the front hem, the back hem, then you attach it. You work it all the way up, and then you do the sleeves separately, and you do this really cool on the top. You do a 3-needle bind off, and you do this little ribbing, if you can see that. And there's actually Kitchener on the top to keep this standing up nice and tall. So it really is an awesome, and the purl side actually is the side that will be out. So the purl side is the right side. So you can actually knit it,
right, but then
put the purl side out, and then you'll see this nice detail. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a really nice little detail center stitch.
A knit stitch in the middle.
So this is done in Shelter. Andrea Mowry just came out with a Weekender Light, which is now done in Loft.
Loft, yep.
So, you know, so you can do it in either weight that you want, which is great. Also wanted to show you Carrie Somberg, if she's on. She made this. So Coco Knits, if you've done the Coco Knit sweater method, they have a lot of great sweaters that you can adjust to fit your size. And Carrie made this one out of Quarry, which is the chunky weight. And she made this is the Emma out of the Coco Knits method. So, and she really loves this one. So this is just another, and all of sometimes people say about Brooklyn Tweed that when you first feel it, they're like, oh, it feels a little scratchy. It's really not. It's beautiful to work with, and it's nice and soft. And when you block it, like the Arbor and the Quarry, their yarns block beautifully.
The more you wear it, the more you wash it, it softens up. Again and again. Yeah.
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. And now Patty has 2 sweaters she wants to share with you.
So the first one I want to show you is Freesia. And this one is also made out of Quarry. Let me put this on. Oh, your phone's ringing. I love this one. Look at this. It's so awesome. So this is Freesia. And here's the pattern. I'm going to show this so you can see, easy to remember. And made out of Quarry. I think it goes super fast, and it has the pockets. Oh, she didn't do pockets, but it does have pockets if you want to put in pockets in the pattern.
And
made out of
everybody, several people have made this, and it's very figure flattering on what anyone may want, you know, any size.
It must go really fast because it's really, you know.
Oh yeah, I think it's on a 10 or an 11.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think Margot made this when she made like, you know, 20 sweaters that one year. So,
Yeah.
so that one's called Freesia. And then I want to show you one that I made called Wood Boars. And this one is awesome. This is made out of loft. And this is one of my favorite sweaters. It's hard to see because it's a dark color, but there's an interesting construction. You start in the back, and then you're picking up along here.
And then you have this cool braid here
it's
too,
hard. It's hard
right?
to see because it's so dark. But anyway, I'll put it here if you can see it. There's the patterning, and then there is again the cool braid along here. I love those sideways braids. But that
I would say
awesome.
this is probably more of a 4 or a 5, like it's a little trickier.
Yeah, just a little bit with the construction. But then again, if you are, you know, intermediate or a little more than intermediate, this is a very fun sweater to knit. I loved it.
So now the Freesia and the Wood Boars are both Brooklyn tweed patterns.
Yes.
Now, if you have never done a Brooklyn tweed pattern, you definitely should. They're one of the best patterns out there. They're tested. They're so well done. And they tell you the level. I see someone nodding. Hi. So so they really are one of the best out there.
A lot of information.
Yes.
So,
yes. Lots of pages. They're usually a minimum of 12 to 14.
Yeah, right.
At least.
Right.
And that's sometimes their wraps.
Right.
So
Yeah.
their Guernsey wrap, I think, was 10 pages.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So anyway, so yes, but they're very well written. They're very structured. So that's another good one to think of.
Yep.
So these are 2 of our yarns we're going to highlight today. We'll highlight some more on Sunday, but we thought you'd like those. And now we're going to do some of our favorite projects. So Miss Patty is going to come over. Now, my favorite sweater is this one, the Celios. And then this is my favorite new shawl that I did. It's called Lorelei, spelled like Laura and then I
know I can never spell that. I can never get it right.
It's done by and I'm going to put this on the document camera so people can see, and then I'll hold it up again. It is done by Lisa Haynes, who also did the Emiliana, if you know that one. What I love about this, I did it in TML with Phantasm and Elizabeth Taylor. I thought that was the coolest color ever. Mm-hmm. What I like is there's a garter panel, then there's a mosaic section, and then there's the lace section. And the lace section actually mimics, I don't know if you, maybe if I hold it the right way, you can see
it does.
that so it mimics the mosaic.
Like it continues on.
It continues on.
Very cool.
So this is a gorgeous.
Just one skein of each?
One skein of each. Okay. You could do TML. You know what I think this would be lovely in also is Anzula, which is our cashmere, and you would need 2 of those, and also Ba by Lahala would be great. I would definitely do solids though. You don't want to, you want to be able to have the contrast as you see here. Right. So you don't want to use variegated for this. So that's why I really like the solids. But this is one of my favorite, this is one of my COVID projects. So this is Lorelei. And then another project that I did is I just did this one. This is just a sweater. I call this I call this scarf. See, it's a long day already. I call this the Eileen Scarf because one of our Wednesday night customers says, I want an easy scarf, but I want it to have a little pattern to it. So, and she said, I want it to be unisex so I could make one for my son and one for his girlfriend. So here you go. So this is an Alex pattern that we will have here. And I'll leave this. This is made out of Extra, which is a divine yarn. It's alpaca and merino, so soft. And it's just a fun repeat, and it's just a rib.
What's your pattern, rib?
Yeah,
knit one, purl one?
Yeah, it's knit one, purl one, and you just have to change with the color. So you'll see there's a little, I'm very into green these days. So I thought that this is Picasso had his blue period. I have my green period. So there you go. Nice. So that's another one. Nice. And then,
back to the shawls.
Yes, this one I'm going to dedicate to Carrie because every time Carrie and I are on a Zoom class, she shows, this is called the Exordium, and Carrie likes to call it another name. But this is the Exordium. This is also with TML, and what I love, Tosh Merino Light, what I love about this is it has a garter section, it has a striped section, and then it has this decorative stitch that is you knit 3 and then you just pass this, the slip stitch over or pass the stitch over, and it gives a little decorative element. But I love this. My son goes to Syracuse and I call this my Syracuse scarf because it's not hugely obnoxious orange, but it's nice to
Not like me.
no. But I absolutely love this. So this is called the Exordium. So I wear this one all the time too. And then we showed this one the other day, but I just want to show it again. This is the Hipster.
Oh, I love this one.
And I love the Hipster. We have this on a kit right now, and it's a Joji pattern, and it has a crisscross. And I just love it. And it's just an awesome cowl to do. It's one of my go-to cowls with the Lorelei.
Nice.
And then the last thing is our Wednesday night class is doing a knit along, and they're doing a sweater, and we're doing the Maylin.
It's hard to see.
And the Maylin,
there's a little pattern here.
There's a little pattern. The Maylin we did in Kenzie. I did in Kenzie. You could do it in shepherd's wool. You could do it in shelter, any worsted weight.
Yep.
And what's nice about it's an Isabel Kramer pattern. It's a pattern from many, many years ago, but it's an oldie and a goodie. And it has this lace section. It's top down. It's a great first sweater for someone who wants to learn how to
top down sweater
to do a yoke.
Yep.
So, and Patty, what are some of your favorite projects?
Well, I also made Maylin. Mine is gray. It's over there, but mine is gray. I love making Maylin. Maylin is, you can pick between 2 different cables here. So it's pretty easy, and you only have this little part here as your cable. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's just this little part here of the cable. So
yeah.
One of my favorite projects is Lucia, which we did actually a while ago. This is a really nice, it's made out of brie. We're back to Shibui. Very wearable, very comfortable. I would say this is one of my favorites.
Yeah, and that has a cool little a little decorative rib that has yarn overs in the middle of it. So it's a really and on the sleeves too. So it's really a fun. Yeah. And so I think now I think that's almost it, ladies. But we just wanted to remind you about our kits. We have our 12 kits. One of the popular ones is the Hipster. This is a great one to make for anyone. You do need 3 skeins of vintage or 3 skeins of Rios. And this is really a fun one. As I said, it's my go-to because there's garter, then there's that little textured section, and then there's that crisscross, which is, you know, a little challenging until you get it, but it is awesome.
And you can put little fringes on the ends, which, you know, depending on who you're making it for.
Yes, I decided to go fringeless.
Yeah, yes. But this is a nice one. And we have, you can do it in pretty much any worsted. And we have a couple other kits to show you just to review. This is the Unbreakable Bow taupe hat. I don't know, it's a crazy name, but this is just 1 skein of our new yarn Beatrix, which is so soft. And you can add a pom-pom, which the pom-poms are on sale right now.
Yes, so and our pom-poms, by the way, we have fur and we also have vegan.
We have vegan, yes.
So we have whatever whatever fits your needs, and they are 50% off.
Yep.
And then for the animal lover in your life, we have this really awesome cat love hat.
I love this one.
And this one is you look so cute in it, Patty.
I love this one. It's so fun. It was fun to make too. Just a little bit of, you know, the color work, and you know, and if you make a mistake, no one will know, because if you miss a stitch, it doesn't matter because it's a cat. It's an animal. So anyway, so this one is great. You can add the pom-pom. We haven't sewn ours on, but I think the pom-pom is super cute too.
Yes.
So, and I think you can make, I didn't try it, but I think you can make 2 hats out of 2 skeins because you can reverse it. So that's easy to do too. You might get 2 hats out of it. So
and this is made out of Celestina, which is a new Juniper Moon yarn, which is cashmere, and does it have merino?
Mostly merino and some cashmere, but super soft, and it's a little stretchy too. So I actually went up on the needle. So
and you don't have to do the traditional leopard colors. I mean, it would be fun if you did it in a white and pink.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many different cool colors you could do. So that's a really nice option. And the Beatrix is also cashmere. So we're going a little cashmere crazy. So especially for gifts, these would make such nice gifts. It's a little special. Make it for your sister, mother, whoever. It's a really nice gift. And Patty is running to get one more thing. But thank you, ladies. Just to let you know, all the kits are 20% off. All of our yarn is 20% off. As we said, we're open, so come on in and see us. And Patty is bringing
just on the cashmere front here. So we kind of kitted up. This is the the duo cowl, which just takes 2 skeins, and this is cashmere. Maybe you want to make this for yourself. We have the pollen color, which is so beautiful
and very popular right now.
So these they are also on sale. So this is so soft and super wonderful. Just to finish with the cashmere theme.
And the duo cowl, Catherine had knitted up for us in wool stock.
Yeah.
But it's just so simple. You know, anyone at any level can do it. And you just cast on and you knit a row, and then in the other color you purl a row. And I saw it originally done in the cashmere, and I think that would be really lovely.
Wonderful. Definitely.
So, so ladies, you have us one more time next Sunday from 11 to 12. We're going to put this on Facebook and YouTube, and we just can't wait to see you again and come visit us in the shop.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alex.
Yeah, oh, it's so much fun. I want to do these all the time. So, all right, we'll see you all around soon.
Guys.
Okay,
bye.
Bye.
So
wait. I see a question. Hold on.
Okay.
Wait, just want to make sure. Oh, 20% off until when? That's a good question. So, until the wool walk ends, which is the 11th, right?
And hang on one second. I'm going to put Freesia. Somebody wanted Freesia in the document.
Yes.
Camera? Sorry, I didn't see that earlier. This is Freesia. This is the patterning on Freesia. Can you see it? Oh, there. Now it's a focus. Okay.
Okay.
Never admit to mistakes. Oh, you're right. I should not admit to mistakes.
Did we admit to a mistake?
Did I say? I don't know. I said
don't know.
Could. You could. I didn't say I did. You could make a mistake. Okay.
And no one would know.
No one would know. Yes. Oh, yes. Whew. Okay. Whew.
We like to say our mistakes are design elements.
Oh, yeah. No one's perfect. Oh,
yes. No one's perfect.
Right.
And I hope you can see the Freesia. It's really, so this is actually the button band that you attach onto the cardigan itself.
Gorgeous.
And it has this really cool pattern stitch.
Yes, I love this.
for the button band.
All right.
All right. Thank you, ladies.
Guys. We'll see
Bye.
you again. Bye-bye.
See ya.